Are you in control? Are you in control of your anger, or does it control you? Do you struggle to manage what triggers your anger? In today's video, we'll be diving into the heart of our intense emotions with a central focus on anger management. We've got 5 hot tips coming your way to tame that temper, transforming those explosive moments into something you can use to your advantage. Stick around as we uncover strategies to pickle the true power of anger, channeling its energy for positive impact. Did you know that about 8% to 11% of the general population, including 8% of domestic violence incidents, and 1 in 5 people have experienced an anger problem or have difficulty controlling their anger? Also, an estimated 30% of people seek professional help due to anger-related problems. So if you're ready to get the upper hand on your anger, start with these 5 savvy tips for anger management. Number 5, grounding technique. Grounding is a technique that enables you to pull away from flashbacks, intrusive thoughts, and negative or challenging emotions like anger. Exercises known as grounding techniques work by having you concentrate on the current moments and forget about anxious feelings. You can use grounding techniques to help create space for distressing feelings in nearly any situation, like anger. Grounding techniques are of 3 types. The first type is physical grounding techniques. Focus on using your 5 senses or tangible objects, things you can touch, to help you move through anger, such as put your hands in water, breathe deeply, and savor a food or drink. The second type is mental grounding techniques. These grounding exercises use mental distractions to help redirect your thoughts away from anger feelings and back to the present. So how can you do this? Here's how. Recite something in thought, make yourself laugh, and then use math and numbers to play. The third type is soothing grounding techniques. You can use these techniques to comfort yourself in times of emotional anger. These exercises can help promote good feelings that may help the negative feelings fade, or faultless, overwhelming. Practice these techniques. Picture the voice or face of someone you love. Visualize your favorite place. Listen to music. Number 4, acknowledging emotional responsibility. A large part of anger management therapy involves learning to take responsibility for your emotions and the subsequent behavior that they trigger, rather than placing blame on others. In essence, being responsible for your feelings is about switching a pattern of belief. It's natural to not want to feel bad about yourself or like everything is your fault. That's why emotional projection is considered a defense mechanism. You might not even be fully aware you're doing it, but subconsciously, your mind is looking for anyone else to blame but yourself. And it's a defense mechanism you likely developed trusted source in adolescence. But if you want to change your circumstances and build healthier relationships, becoming more emotionally responsible can go a long way. Here are some ways to getting better at it. Recognize that you can't change other people. Focus on your actions. Challenge your thoughts. Take responsibility if you harm someone else. Focus on self-care. Distance yourself from harmful people. In other words, if you're nervous with your partner because they forgot to do the dishes, it's okay to tell them how you're feeling, but try not to use this as an excuse to attack them for everything, or say that the dirty dishes are the sole reason you're unhappy. And while you can't make your partner excited to do the dishes, if you, for instance, show up for them in other ways, by helping out when they're busy, maybe you'll lead by example, and they'll want to be a more considerate partner to you. Number 3, talking therapies. Talking therapy is another technique used to put anger into check. The term talking therapy covers all the psychological therapies that involve a person talking to a therapist about their anger problems. Below is a brief explanation of some common talking treatments and how they can help. GP or mental health worker can help decide which one could be best for someone. Counseling. Counseling is probably the best-known talking therapy and the one most likely to be available on the NHS at your GP surgery. Counseling is ideal for healthy people who need help coping with a current crisis, such as anger, relationship issues, redundancy, etc. Cognitive behavioral therapy. CBT aims to help you think more positively about life and free yourself from unhelpful patterns of behavior. Like counseling, CBT deals with current situations more than events in your past or childhood. In particular, CBT can help with depression, anxiety, panic attacks, and phobias. Behavioral activation. Behavioral activation is a talking therapy that encourages people to develop more positive behavior, such as planning activities and doing constructive things that they would usually avoid doing. Mindfulness-based therapies. Mindfulness-based therapies help you focus on your thoughts and feelings without becoming overwhelmed by them. They can be used to help treat depression, stress, anxiety, and addiction. Number 2, anger awareness. Have you ever found yourself losing your cool and regretting it later? Failing to manage anger happens to everyone, but using the information in this kit of awareness can help us gain control over our feelings and lives. Back in 2000, the British Association of Anger Management, or BAM for short, kicked off National Anger Awareness Week. It shines a light on how unchecked anger is causing a spike in stress-related health problems, tearing relationships apart, shaking up workplaces, and even leading to violent outbursts. BAM has made a crucial point. Stress doesn't cause anger, but it's often behind what triggers anger. Stress results from a failure to cope adequately with stressors. Stressors are everywhere, but here's where it gets interesting. BAM highlights 6 golden rules to keep that anger in check. Rule 1. Stop, think. Take a look at the bigger picture. At BAM, called time management, creating time to think about the consequences of the event and reaction. Rule 2. It's okay to have a different opinion. Opinions are not facts. They are only what you think. Rule 3. Use the LOVE acronym. Listen, observe, verify, and empathize. Listen. When you are speaking, you are not listening. You may learn something from the other person. Observe tone, emotions, and body language. Verify feedback, what you have heard, perception checking, and clarification. Empathize. Speak from the heart. Rule 4. Use your support network. This is a group of people you can call on when you need to talk, so your anger doesn't get out of control. BAM's group courses provide an instant support network, or it may just be a pal. Rule 5. Keep a journal. This is a useful way to let your anger out. Journaling builds clarity. Record how you feel about what happened and your views on the problem. Your journal can be used as and when you need it. Rule 6. Don't take anything personally. Nothing others do or say is because of you. What others do and say is a projection of their reality. When you are immune to their opinions, projections, behavior, and actions, you will not be a victim of needless suffering any longer. Number 1. Rehearsal anger management skills. Practice makes perfect, so dedicate some time to visualize or role-play your anger management strategies. Let's fall through this for you. Consider a scenario that gets your blood boiling or ordinarily would make you angry. It could be conflicts, family disagreements, or anything that triggers your anger. Imagine finding yourself in such scenarios, but seeing yourself resolving the situation without letting anger take the wheel, staying composed and keeping cool. To take it up a notch, try rehearsing with a friend, or practice saying things in an assertive rather than aggressive way in front of the mirror. So why bother with all this rehearsal? First, it helps your confidence. Knowing you've practiced handling anger triggers can prevent you from reacting in the heat of the moment. Second, it uplifts your communication skills. You'll become a master at expressing your needs and concerns effectively, making conflict resolution smoother. And third, it reduces stress. When you're prepared to handle anger-inducing situations, the anxiety leading up to those moments starts to fade away. So remember, anger management is a skill that can always be honed. Keep practicing, keep improving, and you'll be the master of your emotions. That's all for today, folks. If you found this video content useful, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Let us know in the comments how you manage anger and how we can help one another on this journey. Until next time, be cool, keep productive, and channel that energy for your progress and well-being. Check out our next video right here on the screen.